Welcome to a series of videos looking at Operation Husky, or the Allied invasion of Sicily, where the Commonwealth War Graves Commission looks after in excess of 3,600 graves across 3 sites. It's 1943 and the situation for the Allies globally has improved dramatically, but particularly in the Mediterranean. The reason for that is because of victory at the Second Battle of Alamein in 1942, the end of 1942, which is going to free up a vast quantity of manpower in that theatre. The question is what to do with that manpower, and to use Winston Churchill's phrase at the time, the decision is to attack the soft underbelly of the Axis, which in this case means Italy. Knock Italy out of the war, expose Nazi Germany's southern flank, draw in more German forces to that theatre. Most importantly of all, however, Operation Husky, the invasion of Sicily, provides this vital learning opportunity that's going to pay dividends when it comes to the Normandy landings the following year. Now, that invasion begins on the night of the 9th and 10th of July with an airborne landing. In storm conditions, maybe 4 out of 144 gliders actually make it to their targets. A large number are also lost at sea, representing the first significant casualties of this campaign. Paratroopers don't fare much better in the high winds. Conversely, the seaborne landings go much more smoothly despite the bad weather. In part, this is because of a substantial airborne and naval bombardment of the shore, but also because those defending the island are not expecting an invasion given the weather conditions. That resistance does stiffen over the next 5 weeks as Commonwealth forces advance up the east coast of the island and Americans the west, and ultimately they converge in mid-August on Messina. Now, the wider consequences of that invasion were the fall of Mussolini and the collapse of Italian fascism, with the country shortly afterwards signing an armistice. The Allies now also critically had a foothold in occupied Europe. That had, however, come at a price, with more than 3,600 casualties suffered by Commonwealth forces alone. Now, we look after those men in 3 separate sites at Syracuse, Catania and Agira, and the story of this fighting is written in those sites. Syracuse contains burials for men who died between the landings and the advance on Latini. Catania contains those who died from Latini to Messina. Agira contains exclusively Canadian casualties lost in the fighting during that battle. If you'd like to learn more about this story and those in our care, follow us on social media.